Have you ever experienced a moment that felt eerily familiar, as if you've lived it before? I'm not just talking about a place, but your life as a whole. That sensation, what we often call déjà vu, might not just be a trick of the mind. Some believe it's a sign of something much deeper, the possibility that you've lived before. The idea of past lives, or reincarnation, is an ancient one, found in many cultures and spiritual traditions. It's the belief that our souls don't just experience one lifetime, but many, learning, evolving, and growing with each one. While science hasn't provided definitive proof of reincarnation, countless people around the world share experiences that suggest they've walked this earth before. Today, we're diving into some of the most common signs that you might have lived a past life. These aren't just passing feelings or hunches, but real, tangible experiences that many report. As we explore these signs, you might recognize a few in your own life. Let's begin with the first one. Unexplained fears or phobias. Do you have a fear that seems irrational? Maybe you're terrified of water, even though you've never had a negative experience with it. Or perhaps heights make you uneasy, even though you've never fallen from a great distance. These kinds of fears may actually stem from traumas experienced in a previous life. According to past life theory, when we go through a traumatic event, the energy of that trauma can carry over into future lifetimes. For example, if someone drowned in a past life, they might have an unexplainable fear of water in this one. Unlike fears rooted in our current life experiences, these phobias seem to defy logic. You might know, rationally, that there's no danger, but that deep-seated anxiety lingers. These echoes of past life trauma often resist logical explanations because they are embedded in the soul's memory, not the conscious mind. Recurring dreams or nightmares. Dreams are mysterious, often surreal windows into our subconscious mind. But have you ever had a dream that felt more like a memory? Maybe you repeatedly dream of living in a place you've never been to, or in a time period you've never experienced. These recurring dreams, especially if they feel vivid and detailed, could be glimpses of a past life. Our subconscious holds on to memories and experiences that our conscious mind can't access. When we sleep, the walls between these two parts of the mind weaken, allowing memories from other lifetimes to surface. If you found yourself dreaming about a specific place or period repeatedly, it might not just be your imagination. Pay attention to how you feel in these dreams. Sometimes the emotions or sensations can reveal more than the images themselves. Inexplicable skills or knowledge. Have you ever discovered a skill you seem to know without ever having learned it? Perhaps you've picked up a new hobby, like painting or playing an instrument, and found you had a natural talent for it. This kind of unexplained knowledge or aptitude could be a sign that you've honed these skills in a past life. Child prodigies are a fascinating example of this phenomenon. They're able to perform complex tasks like playing piano concertos or painting masterpieces with no formal training. In past life theory, it's believed that we bring certain skills with us from lifetime to lifetime, and sometimes they surface as intuitive abilities or sudden bursts of talent in this life. Have you ever tried something for the first time and felt like you were simply remembering how to do it? That could be your soul's knowledge, resurfacing once again. Xenoglossy is one of the more intriguing, though controversial, signs of past lives. It refers to the phenomenon where someone is able to speak or understand a language they've never studied in this lifetime. Imagine suddenly being able to communicate in Mandarin Chinese, even though you've never been exposed to it. Some believe this skill comes from a previous lifetime where that language was spoken. While there are documented cases of xenoglossy, the phenomenon remains heavily debated in scientific circles. Critics argue that unconscious exposure to the language or mimicry might explain these occurrences. Nonetheless, xenoglossy remains a compelling piece of evidence for those who believe in reincarnation. Do you feel an inexplicable connection to a particular culture or historical period? Perhaps you've always been drawn to the art, food, or traditions of ancient Egypt, or maybe Victorian England feels more like home than your current life. This deep emotional resonance with a specific time or place could be your soul remembering a past life spent there. Unlike a casual interest or hobby, these feelings often go much deeper. You might have a sense of knowing the customs or values of that culture without having studied them. Or you might feel a sense of homesickness for a place you've never visited in this life. These strong emotional connections could be remnants of a life once lived in that time or place. Most of us have experienced déjà vu, that strange feeling that we've lived through a moment before, even though we know we haven't. In the context of past lives, déjà vu could be a moment when your soul recognizes a situation from a previous lifetime. It might happen when you visit a place for the first time and feel like you know your way around, or when you meet someone new and feel like you've known them forever. These déjà vu moments are often accompanied by strong emotions, joy, sadness, or even fear that seem out of place in the current situation. Paying attention to those feelings can offer clues about the memories your soul is bringing forward from past lives. Our bodies can also carry the imprints of past lives. Some people believe that birthmarks, chronic pain, or unexplained physical sensations are remnants of experiences from previous lifetimes. For example, a birthmark in a specific location could correspond to a wound from a past life, or recurring pain with no medical explanation might be related to an injury from a previous existence. In some cases, people even report feeling phantom sensations, like the weight of long hair when they have short hair, or the sensation of wearing clothing from a different era. These physical memories can provide fascinating insights into the lives we've lived before. Have you ever met someone and instantly felt a deep connection, as though you've known them forever, even though you've just met? These powerful bonds could be a sign that you've known this person in a past life. In reincarnation theory, it's believed that souls often travel together through multiple lifetimes, playing different roles in each other's stories. These connections aren't always positive. Sometimes you might meet someone and feel an immediate sense of tension or discomfort without any logical reason. These soul connections, whether loving or strained, can offer clues about the relationships that have carried over from past lives. Do you ever feel like you're out of place in the world, like you don't quite fit in or belong here? This feeling might be more than just a desire to be different. It could be your soul remembering a time or place where it felt more at home. Many who believe in past lives describe feeling disconnected from the present world, as though they're meant for something different. Whether it's a longing for a simpler time or a pull toward a place you've never been, this sense of not belonging could be your soul's way of recalling other lifetimes. Recognizing the signs of past lives doesn't require you to fully embrace the idea of reincarnation. Instead, think of it as an invitation to explore, to question, and to deepen your understanding of your own soul's journey. If you've made it this far, comment 100% received below to let me know you've absorbed this knowledge. And as always, make sure to check out the next video suggested on your screen for more fascinating insights. Thanks for watching.